All right, so welcome back to the ESEA Season 10 LAN Finals. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Rambo as we're about to finalize tonight here with the last matchup here with Counter-Strike Source here on the main stream. And we just heard that Back-to-Back Gaming won their series against Czech 6 2-0. They're in Counter-Strike 1.6 in the upper bracket finals. And so we'll see Czech 6 face off against, I apologize, I've been doing so many matches today. I believe that's going to be UMX.
It's either UMX or Black and White, I believe.
It's going to be UMX going into that.
Okay.
And so then with that, all things considered, let's focus on this action. We're going to be going into Dust 2 here on the third and final map between 3D Max and Blight. If you would have told me there was an opportunity that 3D Max could go home right now, I wouldn't have told you you're crazy.
Right.
But
with Blight winning just in overtime, bringing it to the final round last map, keeping their tournament streak alive here and now. It's a brand new slate here. It's a brand new map. So, you know, it can go either way now. You know, I definitely picked 3D Max as the favorites, but Blight, you know, they're fighting hard. Devour, he's just on fire. So if he can pick up an op here, he's got a good opportunity to make a big impact on this match.
And so right now you saw the P228 bot there by Frost. They've got two already low on health here. You got Nissan, or better known as Steel, down to 55 HP. He's being shot upon there by Heatwave, but Heatwave going to get taken out there. And so now it's going to be down to a 3-on-4. Bomb hasn't been planted yet. Nice little one shot there with that P228. It's been one of my favorite weapons since I was a young counter force player. I love the Sig combo. But right now you're left with Sauce and Ryan. Headshot there with the USP. They still haven't got the bomb down yet. And so we're looking at it right now. They're just kind of maneuvering themselves into the site. Here comes, I thought there was just debris. But the bomb will get planted. That will draw them in. And nice headshot coming in from Sunman there with that Glock. And he's just trying to play a game of whack-a-mole, just peeking over the box. He's just tall enough to see, and really kind of works in favor for Sunman. Kind of a head glitch is what the terminology is in the console scene. And I'll carry that one over here. He kind of head glitched that box a little bit.
Yeah, the way that box is designed, you could just barely see a forehead on both sides. So Sunman, he's staying crouched. And then he peeks up, and then he gets half a second, maybe even a quarter of a second, faster opportunity to shoot the opponent.
Yeah. And so right now you got two MP5s here, and still has a Deagle right now.
That was a bad position there. Yep, he gets headshotted. Steel, Nissan, his Deagle's been on fire right now throughout this best-of-3 series.
I was going to ask you in between matches, if you'd seen what Steel's been doing, would you buy an assault rifle but use it as a secondary to your Deagle? If you're in what Steel's doing, it's a whimsical question, but I'm kind of curious now.
Well, I mean, there definitely are angles and situations on parts of the map where the Deagle is favored. I would definitely, you know, something even like dropping a Deagle for him on pistol round would be a viable option. Even on CT side.
Wow, Ryan picking up 2, and that's really where we've seen Ryan be more effective is on some of these Deagle save rounds. And as we're looking at it right now, the score hasn't been updated, but 3D Max took the first round. And so right now Ryan rotating back around over there towards the catwalk. Bomb carrier Frost actually going through CT spawn. You can see Ryan just kind of clearing the site out. 15 seconds left on the round timer. He doesn't have a lot of time to work with, but there you heard Ryan. Ryan knows that he's heading over there towards that bomb site now. He's going to go ahead and make that rotate. He might as well slow it down his step here. But look at this. Be on the look on the window. Oh, nice little shadow action there up on the rocks. Gave away his position and takes him out. So that, thank you, physics and the environment as it stretched his shadow on the wall and gave away his spot. And Ryan comes up and capitalizes. Now the score is going to be 1-1, all tied up here with 3D Max and Blight.
That's funny too, because most of the time these players, they wouldn't enable the shadow online sometimes because it can affect your frames per second. But since they're on these Alienware PCs and they're allowed to run more higher performance, higher quality type of settings, they can utilize the shadow there.
Yeah, no, the shadow is extremely effective. I mean, there's certain situations where you can see the shadow on the wall or shadow on the ground, but let's go ahead and talk about what's happening in this round. As we've gotten 2 kills again. That's that Deagle from Ryan, but Sunman burst firing with that Glock 18, picking up 2 headshots, and now it's going to be left up to Frost.
You know, I'm interested to see actually which way the shadow, if it's consistent. You know what I mean? If there's like
I've seen it pretty consistent.
I mean, where's the sun right now? You know, I mean, is it always the same location every time? So the shadows are facing the same way every time?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all assumption.
So from here, it looked like the sun would actually be to the back of CC right now, the way that the shadow has been working right now.
Right now, it's currently at his 3 o'clock or his 2 o'clock. Right there in front of him is where the sun's
so it'd be towards the B bomb site.
He's kind of looking at the sun. I know it's going to be fun trying to sit there and tell you where he's at. If the T-spawn is...
so we see the shadow right there, right?
Exactly. So it's coming from that B. It's been consistent the whole time,
so,
too.
Yeah, so it's to their back there in that situation.
All right, so that's a lot of shadow talk, but it was effective that one round, so it's relevant. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the reason why he won that round.
And the reason why they've picked up 2 consecutive rounds now. And so now we're going to go ahead and see them push out in the air. You got Heatwave picking up 1, and Frost taking down Sauce. Down to a 3-on-3. So we got Classified, Heatwave, and Devour. Devour, he's got an AWP in hand, but he's low on health, down to 22 HP. Of course, that's Heatwave inside of mid on the other side of the double doors. Bomb, I don't see. I think he's down somewhere. And a nice spray there by Steel, picking up 1 with the AK. Again, still, it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. Similar to a would be a 2-on-2, but there goes Sunman. Frost is down to 6 HP. And there goes nice shots by Classified. And so now the score is going to be 3-1 now over 3D Max. But we saw what happened on Tuscan. They had an early start last time here for Blight. They just couldn't maintain, but Ryan, that was one of the things I was going to bring up too. Devour and Heatwave have been doing extremely well. Devour, of course, with his AWP, and Heatwave has had some really great rounds with his rifle. And Ryan's had some good ecos. But if they can get at least a couple other players on the board that are really being more effective, like Classified and Sauce, they could really start to put some rounds together. But as right here, we're down to a 2-on-3 here with Frost and TCK. And Heatwave pick up that last kill there into TCK. And so now the score is going to be 4-1.
Yeah, I'm Blight off to a strong start here. It's definitely a terror-sided map on Dust 2, simply because it's so hard to rotate between the A and B bomb site. So 3D Max here, my margin of quotas of what you'd want on T side would be 9 rounds. I think that'd be the lowest. Anything under that would be wouldn't be a successful T side. So Blight off to a really good start here. If they can secure 7 rounds, I think they'd be satisfied, even though they're up only 4-1 already.
Yeah, right now we're back over here now with Steel, who's going to be the bomb carrier. We've got Frost, who of course has an AWP. So Sauce has an AWP as well. Looking at it, Devour actually picked up an AK from the previous round. It's kind of a, it's probably a map situation. And where Devour plays, maybe he doesn't feel as comfortable with an AWP. Of course, we can see he's over here towards a catwalk, kind of there in elevator area. Of course, that really isn't that effective with the AWP unless he's playing over there towards the what I call the DMV, or right where they're over by Long A, in that crossing point. It's probably the only points where you'll see where that AWP could be effective. But right now you've got Ryan, who rotated back inside of B. Still, now they've given the bomb, still gave the bomb to TCK now. And you can tell that he's just waiting for his teammate. He can toss out a counter flash. About to start seeing some movement happen here. Probably going to be hitting over here towards that A bomb site right now. As So far, it looks like they're going to try for a retake here. All 5 members are still alive. There goes Neil taking down Ryan. Nice little counter coming back here for Devour. So now it's going to be down to a 4v4. Bomb's going to be taken away there inside of the A-bomb site. Must be a catwalk plant. He's going to take down one. They're just dropping like flies now as classified. Long range picked off by the AWP there from Frost. Now the score is going to be 4-2. And, you know, as effective as you've seen Devour playing throughout this whole series, would you take that op out of his hands even though would you just change his position on Dust 2, or would you sit there and put him back into a spot where he's typically comfortable with?
Well, sometimes when you have a player like that, you give him the freedom to do whatever he wants. You can actually just say, hey, you know what? Go to whatever position right now you feel like you can be most impactful. So you kind of, you know, revolve your CT strategy around him.
Yeah, one of the things, you know, while you're mentioning that, it's kind of that selfish mentality, though, too. You don't want to sit there and say, no, I can still watch this spot. I don't want to put anybody else into an awkward position. And
right. I mean, it's like basketball. You know, if Jordan, you know, is on your team, you're not gonna, you know, tell him to go to a certain position. You're gonna give him the ball. You know, run an isolation play, and then just let him work his magic and just, you know, play on his instinct and make a play.
Yeah. So as right now, we're gonna go ahead and get back into the action here. 1v3 now. With Classified with the Deagle in hand. He's missing with that op shot, but a grenade comes in and lands at the feet there.
Yeah, and I just want to say, by no means is, you know, as good as Devour is, he's definitely not a Jordan.
Yeah,
that was just more of an analogy where, you know, you just give the freedom of play and
as hot as
and
he's
choice.
been with that op, he's.
Yeah. I mean, he's been like a Ray Allen so far.
There you go. All right, I'll work with that. As you can see, they're going to go a fast cat there. And now Devour has the op. That's what we've been discussing. Maybe this is where we see the difference here. And looking at it, Sauce has an op as well. It could have been just here the fact that it was just how the money was falling. I mean, we are only 8 rounds in now. That's Sauce, who's just tapping away there inside and trying to get some pop shots down range. He's got a teammate in their side. Classified's going to join him as well. Pushing inside the site, Ryan's going to go down. Sauce still alive inside of that bomb site. He's in a top situation. Nice headshot there with that op. Trying to make another one connect. Now it's going to be left up to TCK. TCK inside the site. He's still got 100 HP. It's going to be down to a 2v1, and Devour misses. He's kind of gone cold, but then he has that second chance opportunity, and he connects. 5-3 now.
Yeah, good sign for Blight. Answering back after losing that round. 3D Max, they are going to be able to afford more weapons here. So Sunman, he had a lot of money there, so he's going to drop that AWP and trade an AK with his Opper.
One of the things, though, to consider as well, both Sauce and Devour are both opping, and how costly that is, how expensive that is having 2 oppers on your team. Now, it's also extremely effective having 2 oppers on your team at their caliber, the way that they've been playing so far. As right now you've got Neil picking up one there, kind of exchanging the kills there between those two. It just looks like we've got a kind of a mixed buy happening here. That was a deagle there from Neil. Devour saw a glimpse as he's looking there in that valley there inside a pit. And Sauce picks up one there into Frost. That was the main opper there for 3D Max. Sunman TCK. Sunman, of course, he's the kind of the objective player. He's usually the bomb carrier here for Sunman, or here for the 3D Max. And so now we got 40 seconds left here in the round. Kind of just tapping away there. And really already we saw Sauce pick with a nice headshot there with the op. Where is Sunman at right now?
Oh, he's actually in the B bomb site.
Yep, as I made the assumption that he was kind of, well, Sunman's there on the screen, but he's also in the B bomb site as well.
So Blight stringing some rounds here together. I would think that the 3D Max would be getting a deagle save here. Yeah, it does look like they have a bunch of deagles. So Blight playing a really strong CT side. They're starting to build up a bankroll up now, even after having 2 AWPs.
So score right now 6-3. Complete Deagle save round here for 3D Max. Of course, what we've seen for Steel so far, he's usually averaged a 3K every time he's gone with a Deagle. So 3 kills per round that he's had a Deagle. Now that's probably an over-exaggeration. This round it's not going to happen. Classified, taken out, but nice little exchange there between the two. As now they're starting to push here towards that site. Sunman, it's going to be down to a 3-on-4. Sunman going to get picked off there by Ryan. So now it's going to be left up to Frost, and he's going to get picked off by Devour. They picked up a couple guns from Blight, but got picked off there in the latter part of the round. An okay save round, but they did spend enough money for those Deagles, and that's probably going to make an impact there on that money system as well.
Yep, so it does look like they will all be able to get AK-47s. And then they have fully purchased and invested into this round. So Blight here, if they can pick up this round, they will force 3D on another save. So it's actually a huge round here for both ways. But if Blight can win this round, they're going to take a really big lead here on a heavily T-side map.
They actually have, Frost did acquire an AWP for this round. So this is their full potential. This is their max potential. There's nothing limiting them here. I actually want to see where that smoke grenade is and how it kind of filled up that region on the top part of the ceiling. But right now they're going to go ahead and start to be able to push in here towards that bomb site. Ryan has just exchanged every single round so far. And as a counter-terrorist, you want to kind of limit that. You want to at least stay alive for a little bit longer. But now it's going to be down to a 3v3. Frost immediately went to go check for a flank, but he's going to get dropped. He kind of turned away at the wrong time. TCK, the last man standing, he's going to get taken out there by Heatwave. Quick rotation by Blight.
Yeah, excellent flank there, taking out that Opera in the B tunnel. He actually threw a flash there, so he kind of expected someone there, swung out, and got that kill. And that was a huge kill there, because if the terrorists would have got that frag, then they would have had position there, and all they had to do was focus on outside of the B bomb site.
Kind of curious though too is whenever we didn't pull away from the terrorists to see what the counter-terrorists were doing. They may have been already on that rotation. They could have already had the flank and made the call that they were inside the B bomb site or in the B tunnels at least. So TCK down at 3 HP. Another Deagle save round coming in here. As Devour spots one. Long range there through the door. Connects there into TCK. I believe that's Sunman who got popped there by Devour earlier. He's down to 57 HP. Still going to get dropped down to 61. Of course, Devour has a little teamwork action going here on the other side of mid. Just outside of the CT spawn, I believe there's a member with an M4. And if I'm just going off of guessing, it's probably going to be Ryan, who's usually over there towards the B bomb site helping out Sauce inside that bomb site. All assumption, just throwing it out there. It was Ryan. All right, nice. Started to pick apart the defense, knowing exactly where their kind of positions lie. Heatwave over here inside of Long A. Again, this is still a Deagle save coming in here for 3D Max. A lot of time wasted. They're going to go ahead and start to push up here. Oh no, Sunman hit his own teammate, and he's actually down to 82 HP. Really didn't cause much damage. As effective as the Deagle is, team killing, I'm not for sure the damage ratio whenever it comes into TKing, but that should have done a lot more damage than 82.
I want to
or 18.
Throw out the number a 3-to-1 ratio. 1-to-3 ratio.
Oh, gotcha. No, okay.
Yeah. So when you do a TK, it does the 2/3 less damage, or a whole
a third of the, yeah. Nice shot there by Frost, taking down Devour. And if this statistic holds true, typically the rounds where Frost gets that kill against Devour, of course this is not a stat that we're really following. I would say that 3D Max probably come out in the upper hand on this one. There goes Classified now. And Ryan goes down as well. It's going to be left up to Heatwave and Sauce. But Sauce has been extremely effective. He's going to get taken down, but he does drop one more. It's going to be left up to Heatwave, down to a 1-on-2. Bomb has been planted, and right now pushing up is going to be that nice little headshot there by Heatwave onto Frost. It's now going to be down to a 1-on-1. Monty with the op in hand.
Nice.
Oh, wow, pushes up. There he is, chasing there inside a pit. Can he finish him off? And that's going to do it. He's going to run all the way up long A and get this defuse. Are you serious?
That's a beautiful play there. Heatwave taking a big gamble. There could have been, he could have gone catwalk, which normally most people would have done because it's the shorter route. But he kind of guessed that the Blight member was going to plant for that long A. So that would have been a tougher location to retake from. So he just eliminated that area, went from that, and then worked his way back towards the bomb. So a nice gamble risk there, and an excellent round there for Blight. And they're taking a huge lead here at 10-3. This is actually really scary for 3D Max now, our defending champions.
Kind of looking back at that round, this is kind of trying to dive into the mind of what may have happened. He killed one person catwalk, as right now it's 10-3 here in favor of Blight. Devour picking up one there with that AWP. As now they're going to go ahead and start to push in there. Steel picking up one. Sunman back over into Heatwave. They're withering away here for Blight as Sauce and Classified both go down. Bomb has been planted as there goes Sauce. Nice little deagle shot there into Neil. Sauce spotted one in this 2v3. Now they're still working their way inside the site. Nice shot there by Sauce. Oh, sit down. Switches to his secondary, takes down one. But look at this. He's actually on the defuse, and he gets it, and still, wow. Where were you?
What? Right. Those were some insane shots on catwalk.
That was
impressive. Instantly getting that op shot, swinging out, and getting that one deagle. Taking two members out simultaneously there. And excellent full defuse there by Sauce. He just gambled that the other member wouldn't peek. I guess the terrorist member thought it was a fake defuse. So,
and Sauce is going to carry that one over into this round. He's been so effective. Misses with his third op shot. And so now it's going to be down to a 3-on-3 here with Heatwave, Devour, and Classified. And, we'd mentioned so much about Devour, but that was just because of the previous map. Sauce is gone absolutely insane here in this game. And he's Devour missing with a bunch of shots. Sunman picking up two now. And so Heatwave, I don't know where he is at. I think he's trying to, he may have lagged for a moment. Maybe a little PC something, just figure that out as Sunman's going to get taken out there. And still going to pick him off. That op, of course, that was the last round. 11-4 got lost in all of that mix-up on the 14th round.
Yeah, so Blight there with the just phenomenal first half there. 11 rounds.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and I want to take a look at the scoreboard right now. I know that we've been in game for a while now, but let's go ahead and relapse and kind of break down what's happening there inside the game. 16-10 overall for Sauce. He's at 109 ADR overall. Heatwave has done a really impressive job with the M4 for the most part, holding down long A. He's been accompanied there by Devour for the most part. But the teamwork has really been there. Now we look back over on the other side for 3D Max. Frost has been limited for the most part there in the beginning part of on the T side. His op shot is just not as effective. He's not getting the picks that he needs to. It's those entry frags are just not falling for him.
Right. And Blight there, they just completely controlled the map there. They obviously had the pace and the tempo, and all their players, or most of their players hit there. I think 4 of them had double-digit figures, and 3 of them averaging, 100 average damage around between the 3 of them. So, they're sitting pretty right now. It's looking really scary. Defending champs here. It's going to come down to the last half here on the 3rd map, lower bracket finals. So, Blight, they can pull off a huge upset especially if they win this pistol round. I mean, I think that's going to pretty much secure,
I'd agree if it was 1.6,
yeah,
and typically for any Counter-Strike game for the most part.
right.
But this series, those save rounds that we've seen,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. I mean, I'm completely on board with you.
Mm-hmm.
But what we've seen from Steel, his Deagle had shots.
Yeah, how many eco rounds we've seen here?
Way too many.
I mean, we saw, I think, 5 in a row, actually, back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
So, but
Just silly.
yeah, we're actually we can see Blight right now. We can kind of see their mannerisms and their general, body language and stuff. So Blight, they definitely have that advantage right now. They've got actually, more people watching their back, so they've got a crowd here. They've got actually like a advantage as far as the crowd goes. It seems like they got home court advantage over here. So.
And also make sure you stick around here after this broadcast or after this matchup, because we'll have Craig Levine who will be hopping on here, and he'll be answering a little Q&A. And he usually does every event. Mm-hmm. And this will be a good way to put an exclamation point on the night, having Torbull come in here and have a little Q&A, a little conversation with the community, and kind of give you the insight of what's been going on, where things are headed, and especially this is the perfect time to kind of talk to him because of Counter-Strike Global Offensive coming into play now, and where does that lie? And we've seen ESEAnews.com really start to push forth even more effort, where they've had a lot of really impressive videos done by Dong as well as Cake Builder. They've done these videos kind of introducing the weapons there for Counter-Strike Global Offensive, also the maps. So for the most part, ESEA is starting to push forward for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And maybe some of the questions are, where does Counter-Strike 1.6 lie? Is it still going to be there, or are they really going to move forward with Counter-Strike Global Offensive? These types of questions you can ask, and they can possibly get answered right here and right now.
Yeah. So Torbull, one of the co-founders of ESEA, he's one of the grandfathers of the whole community. So you guys, I don't know if you have the questions prepared or if you guys can submit your questions, but we might be looking out for those definitely on the stream. So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and just blurt them out, and we'll see if we can get those answered for you.
Don't just randomly say them out loud, because nobody will probably hear them, but it'd be kind of awkward too.
Okay, sorry.
No. I was just goofing.
Gosh.
Just trolling
Can't get past you, Corey.
Just trolling you.
Policeman over here.
Such a stickler. But, no, I wanted to ask you, how was it playing for Torbull with Team 3D? I mean, that's dating back, but.
Well, actually, I have zero complaints, to be honest. He did. When we first met, I think it was online, he was part of the
green chat room?
Yeah, one of those 18 male ones, Dallas.
ASL.
Yeah, AS location stuff. But no, he was with the Green Beret organization. He was with GB, and they were, a pretty popular organization back in the day. And he was working for a Web 2 Zone, the LAN center in New York, where a lot of battles went down, some of the World Cyber Game qualifiers. So he messaged us, and he said he wanted to put together the best team in America. So we did that. We formed that from X3, with K-Sharp, Moto, Bullseye, Kane, and Steel, and all those players. So, but Craig, he did such a phenomenal job. He was pretty much like the pioneer of Counter-Strike esports.
I'll give you that.
I mean, he was the one who found the sponsors and established a fully functional organization through just strictly sponsors. So he was the ones who found the salaries, and then and the good part was he actually gave us a lot of freedom. He wasn't one of those like a Jason Lake on the other. It'd be like the Jason Lake where he wanted, like, he was like the Jerry Jones of Dallas Cowboys. He was like. That's what Jason Lake would be. He's like the owner. He wanted to be like,
He wanted to be everything.
Yeah, he wanted to be everything.
He wanted to have his hands on everything.
Right. And Craig, on the other hand, he trusted us and just, let us play as a team. He did his job, and he wanted us to do ours as a team. So, Craig just, he's one of, like, the grandfathers of the esports community.
So you get to ask Craig Levine later on after this matchup right here. Again, the first half score 11-4. As currently, it is all tied up at 1 in this best-of-3 series. We're here on Dust 3, and so this is the loser bracket finals. whoever loses this matchup goes to
their house.
Yeah, this is a best of 3, so.
Yeah, it's this is it. I mean, this is the second half, third map, lower bracket finals. 3D in really bad shape. They absolutely need this pistol round if they want to fight back into this. And Blight here making their way. They're 5-on-3 right now. They're going to get the bomb down in A. It's a really, really bad situation for 3D Max.
As right now it's going to be left up to Sunman in Neil. As he picks up one, Ryan shutting down Sunman. Nice little pop there by Heatwave.
Yeah, and a flawless round there for Blight.
And you mentioned if we take out some of the amazing eco rounds that we've seen in this series, Blight picking up that pistol round is huge.
Absolutely huge now. 3D Max is kind of a weird situation. Do they want to save here and then maybe buy third round, or did they just go for it all right now? And I see deagles and flashes here from the CT side, so they're investing into this round. If they lose this round, they're going to be dirt broke. You can just expect them to just buy, until they win or lose. So 3D Max, they are investing everything into this round.
Trying to do the quick math and seeing if they have armor or not. I think that would be the next step in figuring out. So we can say that right now, how many kills do they have on the board right now as well?
They had 0 kills actually, so they don't.
Yeah, so
they didn't get any kills that round.
All right, so with that being considered, Sunman right now he has a deagle, and if he didn't have anything,
I think at best they have a deagle, no head armor, and maybe a grenade.
Yeah, there's some screwy buying going on. So that's just being considered. I mean, the reason why I say that is because Ryan and Devour both have MP5s. If they connect with a headshot with those MP5s, they're going to be extremely effective. But now, here comes the retake. Here with 3D Max and Devour picking up one, they're going to be having to deal with a long-range MP5. And I would never imagine in my day sitting there saying that long-range MP5 would be as effective as it is. And TCK was way off the mark.
Yeah, and Blight answering to the call there. 13-4, it's looking really grim here for the defending champions. Looking at what kind of weapons 3D Max has here on the GUI, it does look like
they're going saving.
They've got a couple of grenades here, so maybe they're going to do some kind of long A take here, where they group up and they flash over and they take it.
Yeah, so maybe I think they're probably setting up for a retake or something like that, because I was expecting some type of 5-man push somewhere that we saw there on Tuscan.
Yeah.
There towards Kitty Ramp.
I think that would have been the best option for them.
Yeah, especially. But they still are doing one thing that's really effective on save rounds, is they're grouping up together, not sending anybody solo spots. They got 3 guys over there. Now you can see a grenade, just a random grenade, just checking to make sure that area is clear.
Yeah, again, because the grenade damage does make noise.
Yep, so another little team kill. That was actually a headshot, or not team kill, but team attack, and that's just not going to really make an impact here in this round.
Yeah, and Blight easily going to be able to take this B-bomb site. Blight taking the 14-4 lead.
Wow.
One more, and they secure the tie, and they'll take out the defending champions.
Wow. If you would have told me that something like this would happen, I would completely disagree. But
yeah, not in this kind of fashion. No, I thought it would have been a closer match than a 14-4.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to get at, because I'm not taking anything away from Blight. I'm just saying how 3D Max has just not been competing at the level that I would expect them to.
Yeah, absolutely.
With all things considered, they're going to be going to Copenhagen and representing the North America region and playing for that 16K. So, again, 14-4. Monty pushed up there towards that catwalk. Kind of cycle around, see what's happening on the terror side, know where the impact's going to happen. Got 3 guys heading over there towards catwalk. One over there smoked over to the rail, making sure that they can't see anything on that lower B. Bunch of spamming going on. TCK, he just got caught off guard while he was spamming away. And now it's going to be down to a 3-on-4. And there goes Steele. There goes Neil. And Frost now all by himself. The LMS picks up one with the op. This has got to be one of the most impressive rounds here. But Frost, question is, do you save and hope for game point? Or do you go for it?
Yeah.
And with an op, it's kind of a tough situation.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to go for it. As soon as he killed that one member, he could have maybe looked for that second kill and had some kind of hope, but he's just going to save for it and go for the tie.
Yeah, so that's going to go ahead and do it right there. You can see that the bomb is ticking away. 3 seconds left on the bomb timer. And he misses that op shot. That is big.
He must stay alive here. Oh, and he's cutting it close there.
He got that kill on to classify. That was one of the things. I was so focused on whether or not he was going to die or not. I didn't even see the kill feed.
So it's match point now. Blight, they need one more, and they will knock out the defending champions.
It's come down to this. They cannot believe that 3D Max, the only way they can push this even further is by winning 11 consecutive rounds in a row. See Devour watching up there towards the long A double doors. They're going to continue. You see, they're just kind of waiting, seeing if anything sporadic comes out here from 3D Max. Playing extremely passive. Some man inside of that B-bomb site with a deagle. I think Neil also has a deagle as well. M4s are out, but luckily enough, they have given an op there to Frost. And still has an M4 right now. They'll be pushing up here towards the long A. They've got two guys who have ops here for Blight. Classifying to be on the looking for anybody to flank. There goes Frost. And right now you can see, I believe that is, Devour, who's got the auto sniper there. He's just going to spam through that smoke and check spots, see if he can get anything to happen there. And they're just kind of getting dropped one by one now. Especially with the right there, and you can see as they're going to go ahead. Yeah, so that's going to be probably a different game that you don't see on a stream right now. We actually have a competitive solitaire match going on, and I think somebody just dropped the last king. I don't know.
That's actually the hardest game in the world to me. I never win. So 3D Max, they do survive. They get one more round out of one of those 11. So, it's all you can do right now. But just 10 rounds. I mean, this is going to be tough here. So Blight here, they need one more round. They will secure their spot in the championship Sunday tomorrow. Actually, Sunman there, he bought a P90 there. I don't know if that was a P90 or if that was a FAMAS, but that could be a
weird misbuy.
Yeah, definitely in this kind of situation where it's match point. That could be really unfortunate.
I don't see a gun lying on the ground, and I think they've all picked it up. It may have just been an awkward way the FAMAS fell. But right now they're going to go ahead and push in there towards the site. Frost making it difficult on himself to make that shot. But Neil picking up 2 with that AWP. But the action is actually happening over towards the A side. Be down to a 3-on-4.
Yeah, and they can actually plant for long A here because that team member had cleared that area out. Nice kill there.
Wow. And right now, Neil making that his 3rd op shot right now. They're still going to be pushing here towards the site. Neil is just checking. You've got 2 members watching the same location right now. As Steele was pushing up. There goes Frost, going to be left up to Blight, down to a 1 versus 2 here in the A-bomb site. He takes down Frost. It's going to be left up to Neil. Neil jumps up on top of the box. He gets shut down, and that's going to finish it. 16-5 is going to be your final score. 3D Max gets sent to their hotel room.
They do. And just impressive play there by Blight.
Yep.
Impressive play. What a bounce back after getting dominated that first map. Just fighting back. It just looked like they were going to get knocked out on that second map there on Tuscan. But, they fought through. They stuck with it. they barely snuck it out in overtime, and that's all you can do. You know, just keep winning and then try to get to the next map. And Blight here just convincingly beating the defending champions.
Yeah, so you look at it, Sauce as well as Devour with their ops was extremely impressive. Ryan with those Deagle shots chiming in as well. Heatwave with his M4 and Classified filling in where he needed to be. And they're going to send 3D Max home. They'll be facing off against Team Dynamic tomorrow in the finals. But let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back with the winners interview. And also stay tuned because we have Craig Levine who will be doing a Q&A right here at the ESEA Season 10 LAN. So we'll be right back with myself, Corey, alongside Ronald Rambo Kim. We'll be back here in just a moment.